Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I am actually going to be combining my weekly favorites and my empties video because I only have a few new products to share with you. I feel like I've been kind of just using a lot of the same products and I don't want to just do, talk about the same things every week because that gets boring. So I'll talk about some of the stuff that I've been loving that are, the things that are newer that I haven't really talked a lot about before. In recent videos. So I will go ahead and do that, and then I will get into the empties. So first off, this is a new product from Too Faced. This is the Cocoa Contour. I am actually wearing the only shade that I'm wearing today is this medium cocoa as like a contouring shade, and then up around the forehead and everything, and I think that it works really nicely. I actually did like 2 days this week where I wore like this whole palette on my face. So like I did the light cocoa, actually I did as like a powder foundation, and I did this Pop of Light shade, which is it's a pretty translucent highlight, but I did that as my highlight, and then I did the medium cocoa shade as my contour, and then I did the dark cocoa as my bronzer all over. So I think this is a really great palette. The powders are so soft and like easy to work with. This is like the perfect contour shade. It is really hard when you're fair skin, I think, to find the right contour shade, and this one works really well. And what's great about this Too Faced palette is that they actually have one for lighter skin tones, which is this one, and then they also have one for darker skin tones. So I think that that's great. It also comes with this amazing little brush that's super soft and perfect. It's perfect for getting into that cheekbone area and like putting the powders in exactly the right place. So I love this palette. I really wish that I had bought it when it came out. Like, I don't know how long it's been out now, like at least a year, I think. And I took this long to buy it. I wish I had gotten it sooner. So I love this palette. It is fantastic. Another thing I've been loving this week is actually an old favorite. I haven't really talked about it much before, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, and I am actually wearing it today. I've got some Treasure like all over my lid, and then in the crease I have Sherbet, and then on the outer corner I have Hot Chocolate. These shades are pigmented. They are soft. They are really easy to work with. They blend out well. I mean, they're just stunning. So there are some of the shades, and I love this palette. Sorry for the weird swatches, but yeah, I think that this is a great palette, and I actually saw that it's available on Ulta's website for $35. This was a limited edition palette like from last year, and it's suddenly available again. So I really, really love this palette. It's actually one of my favorites. And then some other things that I have been loving. This is another new thing from Too Faced. This is the Mr. Right all over powder brush or something, I think. Perfect powder brush with their teddy bear hair. It picks up product beautifully. It places it on beautifully. I use this for blush, bronzer, powder, highlighter. You can just use this brush for everything. I love it so much. It's just the perfect density. It has like the perfect shape to it. It is a wonderful, wonderful brush. It is pricey. I think it was $36, and then I got it on sale during the Too Faced sale, so it wasn't quite that expensive. But definitely when Too Faced has a sale, or they offer you, 20% off to come back or things like that, definitely recommend picking this up. It's a fantastic brush and like such a multi-use, like versatile brush. So I love this. Next things, these are the last of my favorites for the week that are not repeats from the last couple of weeks. This is the Smashbox Always Sharp Lip Liner in the shade Nude Fair, and this has been in my favorites before, as has this. This is the Nude Tarte Quench Lip Rescue, and that is what that looks like. And then I'm wearing both of them, of course, today. So I really love both of these products, and paired, it's just like a really nice, light, natural lip look. Okay, that's all for favorites. On to the empties. This is actually a couple months worth of empties. I think the last empties video I did was like middle of April, but I don't go through stuff that quickly, so I you know, don't want to do it every single month. So anyway, we'll go ahead and just get started. First off, I have these Karuna exfoliating foot masks. I used 2 of them in the past, actually I think I've used both of these in the past month. These are great foot masks if you have a problem with dry, cracked feet. These have like a serum inside the little socks that you get. This is what they look like. And then you kind of tape them around the ankle, leave them on for 20 minutes. You don't have to rinse your feet or anything afterwards. You just will have softer feet. And they really do feel like moisturized, and you know, the dry, cracked skin will, you know, dissipate as you use these, especially as you use them more regularly. So I love these, and I don't have to use them as often because my feet are finally getting better after using them regularly for like a couple months now. And this one I talked about in my last monthly in my last Empties video. And this is the exfoliating foot mask from Absolute New York. When I talked about this before, I was at like the stage of when your like dead skin is like falling off and stuff. It's gross. Your skin doesn't like come back. I had to do a lot of the more expensive, nicer foot type treatments to kind of recover from this. So I absolutely do not recommend the Absolute New York exfoliating foot mask. This was horrible, and it's messy, and it takes a long time, and it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do. It made my feet worse. Don't get this. Okay, next thing. This is my Anatomical Silly Twits Ignore Their Mitts Peppermint and Lemon Hand Soap. I love this hand soap. As soon as I ran out of this one, I went and purchased a new one. It does have a pump on it, but actually the new one that I purchased, the pump was broken, and instead of bothering to go back to Ulta and exchange it, I just used the pump from this one and put it on the new one, so that's why the pump is missing. Next thing, Burt's Bees Facial Cleansing Towelettes. I bought these for my trip to Disney World, you know, to have like a little travel pack of makeup remover wipes. I hated these. They kind of left a residue on my skin. They did not clean very well. They weren't wet enough. Don't get these. Okay, next up, another foot mask. I actually love this a little bit more than the Karuna one, because it smells like fresh peaches. It's amazing. This is the Iroha Intensive Treatment Foot Mask, I think. I'm not sure of the exact name because I'm missing the top part of it, but this is a wonderful, wonderful foot mask. And it does the same thing as the Karuna. It's like 50 cents cheaper, I think, or $1 cheaper or something. This is wonderful. I finally used up my Michael Todd jojoba, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, charcoal facial scrub. I love Michael Todd skincare stuff. I actually got this in an Ipsy bag a while ago, so it probably was expired while I was using it, but it still worked just fine. It does a really nice job of exfoliating the skin and like making your skin feel kind of vibrant and softer after using it. So I do recommend that. I also went through my Ole Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster with vitamin C. This smells like oranges. Oh, not like fresh oranges. It smells like a creamsicle, I think. Yeah, it smells like a creamsicle. So I really like that. But honestly, like serums, I don't know. Like, I don't know how well they work. I didn't really notice a difference in my skin or anything. This particular formula does feel a little bit sticky to me. And again, like, I don't know. I don't notice a huge difference using serums. I'm not leaning one way or the other. It's not bad, it's not great. So next thing, I used up this sample of the Beauty Blender cleanser that I got as a 100-point perk or something from Sephora. This I actually really liked and went out and purchased the full size. So but now that I've been using the full size, you know, now that I've been using it for a while, I actually found something that I like better that's a lot cheaper. If you just use like a bar of soap and like rub your Beauty Blender on it, it works so much more quickly than the Beauty Blender cleanser. And the full size of this is like $16. So, you know, you can get like a $1 bar of soap and it does the same thing, but it's faster. So it is a good product, but it is expensive for, you know, a soap for your sponge. Next thing I used up was my Rose face mask from Fresh. I love this mask. it smells, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It just smells like roses. But this is really nice if you have sensitive skin. This is a great facial mask. It really hydrates your skin and just makes it feel really fresh and soft, and it's a wonderful, wonderful mask. However, I don't know if Fresh is a cruelty-free brand. I purchased this when I thought that they were a cruelty-free brand, and then I found out later that they may not be anymore, so I don't know about that. You'll have to kind of make that decision on your own, but this is a really nice face mask. Next up, I finished off an Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover. I hate spending like however much this costs, I don't know, $18 or something on makeup remover, but this is a formula that I just can't live without. So I've probably gone through like 5 of these. I will continue to repurchase it because I really like it. It's one of those like very creamy kind of cleansers. Not cleansers, but makeup removers. So it doesn't leave like any kind of greasy or oily residue, which I really like. It's very gentle on the skin. So I will continue to repurchase this. So I also finished off, well, I didn't finish it, but it's dirty and time to replace it, my Too Faced Mascara Melt Off. So I will go ahead and show you, I don't know, can you see? Yeah, it's got some residue on there, so I thought it's time to change it out. This is something that, like, after trying it, I, like, can't live without it, but it also drives me crazy because sometimes it does, like, seep into my eyes. Which is really unpleasant, so I don't want to really recommend it, but at the same time, like, it is the only thing I've ever tried that gets off all of my eye makeup. So, you know, I repurchased this when I realized it was time to, to be done with this one. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I would repurchase because I did repurchase. I finished off this Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. It came in like a holiday kit along with that serum that I showed you earlier. It's a very lightweight moisturizer. It feels like nothing on the skin. It's not oily or greasy or anything at all. So I love this. It's a great moisturizer. Next thing I used up was this Perversion mascara from Urban Decay. It's a little bit bigger than the typical sample size. It came in the Urban Decay Naked on the Run kit, and I love this. These I didn't actually finish. These came in a free gift with purchase from Ulta a while back. This is the Knit Plus Fab Skin Glycolic Fix Exfoliating Facial Pads. I did not like these at all. They burned my skin. They made my skin feel dry. I don't recommend these. So next thing that I finished off was this Murad Renewing Eye Cream. This is a nice eye cream. It was, another sample that I got from Ulta. I know that Murad is an expensive brand, so I don't know if I'll repurchase it, and I have a great eye cream that I'm loving right now, so I don't know if I'll repurchase this, but it is a good one. Next thing is this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. I did not like this. I ended up using most of it to just clean brushes and stuff because I felt it left my skin stripped and feeling dry, which I did not like, so I will not be purchasing this. I should mention, I'm a person that is not a huge fan of foaming facial cleansers. I like foaming body cleansers, but not facial cleansers. The foaming facial cleansers tend to dry me out and like strip my skin, and that's what this did. So if you like that type of cleanser, you may really like this. Oh, this is something I'm so sad that I finished up because it's hard to find. I got this as a gift. It came in like a set from Costco a while back. This is the Noya Lip Balm in Vanilla. And it is just a wonderful, wonderful, like, best lip balm ever. I am going to repurchase it when I find it. I think that Amazon has them, but they sell them in bulk. So I don't know. I have to do some more research, see where to buy it. Next thing I used up was my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation sample in the shade 42, which is their lightest shade. It's actually a little bit light for me, but I love the formula. This is not something I would want to wear in the summer, but in the winter I think it is a great foundation because it gives you just a really nice full coverage. It covers everything. This is a fantastic foundation. Next thing I used up was my Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I love this cleanser. It's not one that I'm going to repurchase because, again, I'm, kind of unsure about whether or not Fresh is still a cruelty-free brand. But also I found a face wash that I'm using now. It's the Yes to Cucumber face wash, and I love that. I feel like it's really similar to this one. Like, it's just very calming, very easy on the skin, gentle on the skin, and it's a whole lot cheaper than the fresh one. So probably will not be repurchasing that. Next thing, this is something I've had for a while, like over a year, I think. So I think it's just time to go ahead and throw in the towel on this. This is the Anastasia Lash Genius Clear Waterproof Top Coat. I love this stuff. You can put this on top of your mascara and go swimming, and your mascara won't budge. I mean, unless you are really rubbing your eyes. But this is fantastic. I used this while at Disney World, and it kept my mascara and my eyeliner and stuff from running all over the place. So this is great. I highly recommend in the summertime some sort of waterproof top coat for those very sweaty days and the pool days and the beach days and things like that, because this will really make your mascara last. Of course, I don't think Anastasia is selling this. I don't think she makes it anymore, but I know a lot of brands do those waterproof top coats. So next thing, I went through a conditioner from H2O Plus Spa from Disney. This was actually from Disneyland last year. I love H2O Plus Spa products in the sea salt scent. They smell amazing and refreshing, and they work really well, but I will not buy from this brand because it is not cruelty free. I recently finished up my favorite mascara. This is the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It's, even though it's at the end of its life, it's still, I'm actually wearing it today, but I just have to put on 6 coats because there's really not anything left in here. But what's amazing about that is that this has been open for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and it still doesn't flake off or get crusty and dry or anything like that. So I really, really like this mascara. I think it's fantastic. If you hate clumpy mascaras, then this is a good one to try. I've got 2 Urban Decay eyeliners. Let's see, what shades do I have? This is the shade Stag, which is one of my favorite brown eyeliners. So sad that's gone, but I can't sharpen it anymore, so I'm done with that one. This one is Junkie, which is a really pretty color, but it's getting kind of dry and crusty, so even though I could use it a little bit more, I'm just gonna throw it out because it's not feeling really nice on the eyes anymore. So I finished up the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water sample that I got. I have a full size of this. I love this stuff. I really feel like it makes your makeup stay on all day. Fantastic product. Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is not my favorite eye primer. My favorite eye primer comes from Urban Decay. I like their primer potion. This I just feel like is a little bit more of an oily consistency, and I prefer the tackier finish of the Urban Decay primers, but I know a lot of people love this, and it's not a bad primer. It does do what it's supposed to do. It makes your makeup last. I just don't like the feel of it as much as the Urban Decay one. So I think that is everything. Yes, it is. Those are all of my empties. Those were my weekly favorites. I know this was a really long video. I'm sorry about that. But thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what things you've gone through recently, what your favorite products at the moment are, what what things you've been loving this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.